Welcome back to Masterminds. Round 3 competition today. Brownsville Lopez, Weslaco East. Lopez in the lead 190 to 115. It is time for the final stretch. We're going to ask questions until that final bell rings. Whoever's leading moves on to the next round. You need your buzzers. Here we go. Which 2 newspapers published the Pentagon Papers? One in New York, one in Washington. Lopez
New York
Ignacio.
Times and the Washington Post?
That's correct. In his dessert list, a San Antonio restaurateur suggests, remember the a la mode. He's using which literary technique? What's we supposed to you?
Pun?
Yes. Math question. You have to wash 120 office windows, and each window takes 2 minutes. You must be done by 7 p.m. What's the latest you can start the work? Lopez 1D.
6.
No. East, who rang in? Andrea?
5.
5, no, 3 p.m. Had to start at 3. Hiram Bingham, who rediscovered the lost city of the Incas, Machu Picchu, was a model for which movie hero? Lopez
Indiana Jones?
Ignacio, that's exactly right. 9th century English scholar Alcuin compiled the very first one of these, Manuals of Christian Theology for Religious Instruction, most often in the form of questions and answers. What are they called? Lopez 1C.
Psalms.
No? East, anybody? And time is up. Catechisms. What creature has been known to bite a crocodile in half when its calf is threatened? Lopez Ignacio.
Hippopotamus.
That's right. In 1863, he patented his popular folding upper berth. Name this inventor. East, Rebecca.
Gutenberg.
No. That's Lopez Ignacio.
MacGyver?
No, it's George Pullman, but I like that. Its city of Port Royal was the 17th century buccaneering capital of the world until a 1692 earthquake destroyed most of it. It was a British colony from 1665 to 1962. Name this island. And time is up. Okay, Ignacio, I'll let you go.
Bahamas?
No. One last shot, East? No? Okay, now time is up. Jamaica. Rearrange the letters in the phrase moon starer to form an appropriate anagram. And time is up. Astronomer. Astronomer. A synonym has the same meaning as another word. What's the word which means just the opposite? Lopez Ignacio.
Antonym.
That's right. Fire hydrants are classified according to their output in GPM, which stands for what? East, Rebecca.
Gallons per minute.
That's right. An E minor chord consists of E, B, and one other note. And what other note? Lopez 1D.
A.
No. East, who rang in again? Rebecca? Okay.
G.
Yes, G's correct. A graphic representation of every scene in a film sequence, which serves as a guide for the actual film production, is called Lopez 1D.
Storyboard.
That's right. Some math questions. We need these answers in lowest terms. We've got 4 of them. Here's the first. 1,678 plus 375. And time is up, 2,053. Here's another. Negative 20 times negative 15. All right, what's the Greek, Andrea?
300.
Yes. Another one. 1,400 divided by 35. That's Lopez Ignacio.
20?
No. East, Andrea.
40.
Yes. One more. 40% of 65. And time is up. That was going to be 26. From a monarch's investment of $6,000 on the first voyage of Columbus, what country enjoyed a return of nearly $2 million in gold? That's East, Rebecca.
Spain.
That's right. Through which sign of the zodiac will the sun move at the vernal equinox in the year 2550, giving rise to the phrase, this is the dawning of the age of... Lopez Ignacio.
The bull?
No? East, anyone? All right, Rebecca.
The rat.
No, Aquarius, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Name either one of the 2 largest ecoregions found in Colorado. Lopez Ignacio.
Mountain and desert?
No. Well, no. Let's go East, Rebecca.
Mountain and plain.
No, it's prairie, and it's central shortgrass and southern is what they are. In 1497, Vasco da Gama landed in the southern tip of Africa and claimed it for which country? That's Lopez Ignacio.
Italy?
No? East? Again, who rang in? And Rebecca, who was it?
Portugal.
Yes, that's correct. In an art museum, what object supports a vase or statue? That's Lopez Ignacio.
Pedestal?
Yes. What isthmus connects North and South America? That's Lopez Ignacio.
Panama?
I'm sorry?
Panama Isthmus?
That's correct. What is the collective name for the fruit of such cereal grasses as sorghum, millet, rye, barley, oats, wheat, and rice? That's Lopez Ignacio. Grain is correct. In the midst of the Mesozoic era, the dominant life form belonged to what? Lopez Ignacio.
Reptiles?
Yes. The theories of Charles Darwin challenged the literal interpretation of what book of the Bible? That's Lopez Juan C.
Genesis.
Yes. State, in English, the first question posed in the French children's song, Frère Jacques. That's Weslaco East Rebecca.
Where are you?
No? Lopez, anyone? Time is up. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Pakistan's only seaports are found on which arm of the Indian Ocean? Lopez Ignacio.
East?
No? And time is up. The Arabian Sea. What is the principal language of the Middle East? Lopez Ignacio.
Arabic or Arabic?
Yes, that's correct.
Sorry.
Arabic. Uh-huh. Which modern city is located only 90 kilometers north of the site of the ancient city of Babylon? Lopez Ignacio.
Addis Ababa?
No? Weslaco East Rebecca.
Istanbul.
That's Baghdad, Iraq. The president's official home was originally gray, the color of the pale Virginia sandstone used to build it. It became known as the White House only after it was painted white, following the damage it sustained during what war? That's Lopez Ignacio.
War of 1812?
That's correct. What lady received the Congressional Gold Medal in 1999 for her effort in the civil rights movement that began when she refused to give up her seat on the bus? That's Weslaco East Rebecca.
Rosa Parks.
Correct. Brisket, chicken, and pork spare ribs are categories in Houston's World Championship what? That's Rebecca at East.
Barbecue.
Yes. This passage is about what war? From 1914 to 1918, the line on the Western Front moved less than 10 miles in either direction.
World
Lopez
War I?
Ignacio. Sorry?
World War I?
That's correct. In some cultures, natural phenomena such as eclipses, flights of certain birds, comets, strangely shaped clouds, or the wailing of certain animals are thought to foreshadow future events. What four-letter word indicates such a sign? East Rocio.
Luck.
No? Lopez, anyone?
I didn't know it, but
And time is up. That's Omen. Yeah. This town, 14 miles from Fairbanks, adopted its name in 1952 in hopes of luring toy makers. That didn't work. That's East Rebecca.
Oh, shoot. No.
No, that didn't work, but now it receives 10,000 letters a year. Name the town. Lopez, anybody? That's Ignacio.
North Pole?
That's right. The first use of paper money is credited to what culture? That's Lopez Ignacio.
English?
No. East, anybody? All right, Rebecca.
India.
Now the Chinese. After the Spanish takeover in 1580, this country lost most of its colonial empire. Time is up. It was Portugal. That's what you're going to say, right? In Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts gardeners are oblong and flat and have Lopez Ignacio.
Playing cards?
Yes, that's right. To hold your horses, use these straps that attach to the bit and the bridle. That's
Rings.
East Rebecca. That's correct. And there's our bell signaling the end of our game. Our final score is Brownsville Lopez 340, Weslaco East 215. That's a lot of points scored in that game. And Lopez, congratulations, you're moving on to the next round. I want to thank our judges who are here once again today from University of Texas Rio Grande Valley for doing a great job. I want to thank all the students for their participation. Lopez, we'll see you in the next round. We'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.